everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive host. And as always, we're here because it's all about you. We want to get you into the positive zone, get you that 411 you need in your lives, whether it's about your health, your finances, your romantic life, paying bills, the money, honey, nothing but the Benjamins, whatever it takes. We're here to get you that information to put a little pep back in your step and hopefully make you feel a lot better. And tonight is going to be one special night. Whoop, whoop. We have in the house the one and only Thomas Sawyer, spiritual healer, medium, psychic extraordinaire. You name it, this man can do it. He's amazing. And I say that with all honesty. I have reached out to him, scheduled a session with him, didn't let him know who I was or why I was doing so. I mean, I was curious. I needed a good reading, and boy, did I get one. But what was most important to me was the healing energy. Wow. Can I say W-O-W, wow. He had me spinning, my chakras was spinning in a spin, loving that spin I'm in, for like 3 days straight. It was incredible. And without further ado, I want to welcome my very special guest, Thomas Sawyer. Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing good, Grace. How are you doing?
Oh, doing great. Now, for everybody that's watching and is newly being introduced to you, to contact you and schedule a session with you, they just need to go to your website, www.thomassawyer.com, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So everybody don't hesitate. Check this man out. Definitely worth your while. And for everybody who's, and I think so many people on the planet have been in need of a little healing energy. And I know I was. And hey, Thomas was there for me. And I am, singing his praises loud and clear here tonight. That's for sure. But I wanted everybody to get a little background on you, Thomas. Could you explain to people how you first became aware of your abilities?
Ever since I've been a kid, Grace, I've seen demons, angels, Native Americans. Even when I was a 6-year-old child, one day I was letting the dog in the house and I looked over. Standing through the table was a Native American. And I grew up in an area where they had a lot of the Cherokee Indian wars at that time. And then going on throughout my life, I'd seen lots of things and had a lot of prophetic events happen to me. Then in my teenage years and stuff, I'd had a lot of things happen. Then in my 30s, this gift really took on full tilt. And I started seeing things everywhere, ghosts, ran into some situations with healing and other things. And then I got some teachers and mentors. And after that, things started to really take a turn.
Yeah. Well, you were showing up, and so Spirit showed up for you. So,
Yeah.
Right? But it's all about everybody, as the Beatles would sing, I get by with a little help from my friends. So having those mentors, having those teachers, very important, because 9 times out of 10, people just starting up and discovering their abilities and their gifts aren't quite sure how to ground themselves. And,
Yes.
Right? And I love that you have on your website the ability to teach people how to ground themselves, how to protect themselves, because there's good in everyone, but not everyone is good, people. So, right? So you got to protect yourself from those, what's your favorite expression? Mofos.
Mofos, yes.
Yeah. Thomas loves to use that. You got to check him out on TikTok. He's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, you name a platform, you can find him. It's brilliant. And Thomas, what is your, it's Thomas Sawyer on TikTok, right?
Yeah, thomassawyer.com on TikTok.
Okay, all right, just checking, making sure. And Instagram?
Instagram, I believe it's just Thomas Sawyer 777. I haven't really explored that platform as much.
Okay.
And on Facebook, it's Thomas Sawyer Spirit Communicator.
Right. So people, well, I know I love just observing you on TikTok. I'm like addicted now. You're my favorite show on TikTok.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
yeah, it can be a little crazy on there, but I'm there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're authentic, you're real, and that's what it's all about. And we have somebody calling in. Mary, are you there? Hello? She went away?
Hello.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Hi, Grace. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm fabulous. I got Thomas Sawyer here. Nothing can go wrong.
Oh, great.
What do you want to ask Thomas, honey?
Mom passed, I guess, about 8 months ago. You know, I've been kind of under the weather. But the thing's going to get better, I mean, financially and...
All right, so you're in a little bit of a slump, right?
Uh-huh, I am.
And, well, you know, there's a conga line on that one, honey. A lot of people on the planet are in that. But energetically, Thomas, correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel that she would do really well with you giving her, healing her chakras and aligning them so that she could get her energy back. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Mary, let's, I just need you to say in your head, dear, that I accept so I can tap into your energetic field.
Okay.
Say it into your mind. So like this. Let's look at my hand. You're going to feel into the energy, right into your heart chakra. Some other people watching this may feel this too, because my guides and the angels are helping me right now. You may feel a slight amount of pressure just right here where your heart chakra is. Because you picked up some energy around you, and it's weighing down on you. So we're going to help clear this up now. So you may feel heat going around your shoulders, down your spine, like around this area of your head, and clear. Mary, can you feel like around your head how it's starting to clear up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's energy, dear. So energy never dies. It's just changing one thing to another. It's like if you go into a crowded shopping mall and you feel overwhelmed by everyone else's energy, but then you get out into nature and you feel everything start to shift. It's kind of same kind of feeling. Clear the energetic field, tap into her heart chakra, tap into her sacral chakra, solar plexus, root chakra. Angels tap into me, thank you. And like that. Okay. What I want you to do, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I want you to, and I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose or treat medical illnesses, I have to say all that kind of stuff, but I'd like you to get into a bathtub with some Epsom salt. It's going to help clear you out. It's just a simple psychic protection tip. I teach psychic protection a lot.
Okay.
Give that about a couple days, my guides are saying. Yeah, okay. That's going to help a lot. But you can already feel how things are starting to clear up around you. Did you have any other questions, Mary?
No, that was it. I just, like I said, I've been down in this slump and, couldn't get out of it.
It's just, sometimes we have to look at how our mind's processing information, the way the subconscious is. Like if I were to look at spirituality, Mary, and break it down, I would break it into 4 sectors. I'd break it into the subconscious, the physical, the spiritual, or the mental and the emotional, and the soul and God. And it's really working on all of those things.
Okay.
Whether it's working on the subconscious aspects, the emotional aspects, the physical and the spiritual. A lot of times you see psychics and they're really tapped into the spiritual, and I'm not disrespecting anybody by any stretch of the imagination, but we have to work on all of these.
Okay.
It forms kind of, if you look at it, it kind of like forms like a plug where you have negative, positive, and grounding.
Okay.
Working on all 4 of those things.
Okay. Okay. I will do that. I will, follow through.
Give it a couple days. The energy is going to start really clearing up for you, is what I'm hearing. And give it, start a gratitude journal, I'm hearing as well.
Okay.
Sometimes what we're telling ourselves is dictating our realities and making things start to happen for us. So it's just a matter of what we're focusing on. And I know, Mary, I know it's hard because just like you, I have my own problems. We all do. I'm sure Grace would understand as well, and everyone else watching, is that it's sometimes it's hard to do stuff, but that one tiny step can start a whole new thing for you.
Okay. Okay.
You could do this, Mary.
I know. Like I said, since Mom passed, I felt like I'm just like downhill, you know.
Yeah, well, you're grieving, darling, and you know that's part of the process.
Right.
And what a blessing! You should put this down in your gratitude journal that Thomas suggested. That you got to speak with him and experience his healing energy to help facilitate your healing.
Oh no.
Can I do one thing real quick, Grace? Is that okay?
Sure.
Mary, I want you to, because your mother's around you right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm not your typical, I do different ways of mediumship. I'm not your typical medium, but I want you to feel on your right-hand shoulder. Actually, I pick up the left-hand shoulder because the back of mine's starting to heat up.
Okay.
And you may feel right there on the left-hand shoulder, as I know we're flipped. I believe we're flipped. I'm not really sure how I'm showing up. But on your left-hand shoulder right here, I want you to feel in for the heat and the muscle because your mother's right behind you right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can feel that. She's touching you. It's right here.
Oh, wow.
So she wants you to know that she's there. Getting the message is going to be a lot harder because I'm on a live video.
Right.
I'm not like in a session. But she's right there, dear. She's saying she's right there. So you can feel that calmness that's starting to run through you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Mary, when I had a session with this man. Wow.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yep. He's all that and then some. And check out his website, www.thomassawyer.com. Okay?
Definitely will.
All right, great. Thanks for calling in, Mary.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Lots of blessings.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Well,
Bye-bye.
Thomas, this is the reason I was so excited to have you on the show because I knew so many people need you. You know, they need to have your energy and your energy's ability to straighten out their energy and give them focus and so that they can heal themselves because I know you understand as a healer that we're just facilitators and they're the ones healing themselves. So, and you have such a clarity about you, darling. It really is divine. It's from above with love. And I know a lot of people in the field, and you're just exceptional. And please don't blush, but it's true. And besides that, you're a Cancerian. So, of course, you're all that a bag of chips and 5 bottles of soda. Thank you very much. Cancerians are just born intuitive and gifted and sensitive and all those wonderful things that assist in mentoring and healing others. And you do it so, so well, Thomas. I'm just so grateful and blessed that you're here on the show. I'll put that in my gratitude journal, honey, later. Okay. We've got so many people checking in and saying hello. And but I wanted to ask you if it would be possible. Michael Peters, who's our media man extraordinaire, he's our programming manager. He's a Gemini, and he's got like carpal tunnel happening in his right hand. And is there anything energetically maybe we could both do to send him energy to help clear that?
We can definitely try, Grace. I got no problem with that.
Okay.
I've worked on a few people with different disorders. Okay, let's see. So Grace, you're a natural healer as well. You can tap in with my energy.
Yeah.
Michael, just say I accept in your head. Okay. Spirit, God, universe, give me what's going on with his wrist area now. And Michael, I haven't already. If you haven't already, just say I accept in your head, like that. Start to feel heat going around your wrist area right here. I'm going to call in some angels to assist me. Let's call on Archangel Gabriel, Archangel, there, Raphael, Archangel Michael, and Metatron. Now connect. You said his name was Michael, Grace?
Yes.
Okay. Start feeling heat going up and down the arm. It may feel prickly. There may feel cold, I'm hearing. Okay. And recalibrate lights. Jesus. Thank you. So I'm calling in different archangels and Jesus. Okay. There we go. Okay.
That was palpable, that energy there, Thomas.
I'm just conduing it and pulling it through. They're still working. So Michael, they're saying give it at least a couple days to a week and should be starting to feel a lot better.
That's awesome. I know that's exactly what will be. So again, another example of your brilliance with your healing energy. And, but that's just not where your gifts end. You're the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving.
Yes, ma'am.
And again, everybody watching, www.thomassawyer.com. And for all of his sessions or healing or whatever it is that you're drawn to, you're in good hands and capable ones at that. So he's got the heaven on his side. Forget about Channel 7 on your side. You got Thomas Sawyer on your side here. He's got heaven backing him up big time. Huge. Okay. All right, we have Phyllis Sterneman asking a question here of us, Thomas. She's a Libra, and she wants to know why she's having problems with her ankles. Now, she doesn't specify. I'm thinking like aches.
You go ahead, dear. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you on that same frequency with me there? Do you think it's just...
Repeat what you said. I kind of missed it.
Okay. Her name is Phyllis. She's a Libra, and she wants to know why she's having ankle problems.
I'm getting there's... Now, I know sometimes we don't really talk about past lifetimes. I keep seeing Rome over and over again. There's something with Rome. Phyllis, if you're listening, which you are, I just want you to close your eyes, dear. Sometimes when we see these past lifetimes, it can help heal what's going on in this current lifetime. I know this can be, some people have talked about this in the spiritual community, but I'm going to tap you into the energy of that past lifetime, dear. And I just want you to clear your mind. You may just see images or colors, my guides are saying, or you may actually just see the lifetime. But while they do that, we're going to try to tap into the ankles. Just Phyllis, say, I accept while we're going through this process. And now. Now, Phyllis, you're probably going to see a bunch of colors in your mind because I'm doing this really fast. This isn't like a session that I would normally have. I'm doing it really fast. Yeah, there we go. I got the frequency of it. And clear, recalibrate right ankle and left ankle and tap in like that. Other people are going to feel this too, my guides are saying. I'm not the one running the show. As Grace said, I'm the conduit. So they're helping out other people. Grace, and you know this as well as I do, sometimes I don't know all the angels or guides I'm working with at once, because I'm on the earth plane. And now, saying it, also look into your inner child, Phyllis. So I know a lot of people say the inner child aspects of things, but really look into your childhood. I feel like there's some stuff you're repressing there that's holding some traumatic experience from when you were younger in those areas. But what I feel like I need you to do is really get outside and have some fun and tap back into that childlike innocence is what I'm hearing from my guides. The energy is going to help tremendously, but it's also tapping back into that joy that you had as a child. I believe that should help.
Okay, Phyllis, you just were reinforced by the energies from above with love through Thomas. And as he said, this is going to take a couple of days, darling. It's not going to be instantaneous gratification, but I definitely concur and agree with him that it's about, think about the ankles, the Achilles heel, the weakness, afraid to move forward. And it could have been something where you felt held back or repressed as a child growing up. And now it's time to break free. Woohoo! And be a marathon girl. Well, you don't have to be a marathon girl, but you could speed walk. I totally agree with Thomas, and I think all of his healing energy, they're showing me within 3 days. So, and 3 is a very divine and spiritual number. So, and on the 3rd day, she rose again. So there we go. You're going to be feeling better and on solid ground. And God bless. And I'm so grateful that you called in while Thomas was here on the show, because he's the magic man. Totally. And she says, thank you, Thomas. And a lot of people are just saying blessings to you and thanking you for being here tonight, Thomas. And so for everybody, now you realize, because we're, this isn't a long time frame. We have 2 half-hour time slots here. So for those of you who are meant to get through and do, awesome. For those of you who are feeling a pull and need to talk to Thomas, he has his website, www.thomassawyer.com, okay? And you can book a session. You can check him out and find him on TikTok, thomassawyer.com. And when he does his lives, you can, ask questions and reach out to him through that platform. So there are many different ways, and Spirit's going to move you towards him when you need to hear from him and when you're ready for it. And Thomas, do you find that it's very synchronistic with people that way, that find their way to you and need your help?
Yeah. A lot of times people tell me their guides sent them to me. If you told me 10 years ago I'd be doing this, I'd be laughing, or that I've been through all these kinds of different kinds of trainings and all these other things that I've done and situations I've been in. But I would have found it entertaining, but Spirit just has a way of opening a door. I mean, I like to say God, but God has a way of opening a door. And it's up to us whether we walk through that door or not. But I feel like sometimes it's important just to take the step. And by taking that step, everything starts to align itself.
Oh, absolutely. And that leap of faith, that one small step. You don't have to do the bound up the staircase, just take one step at a time. And
Yes.
I really feel that's what you're referencing here, Thomas, and it's so true. And so many people are in need of the clarity that is required to understand and listen to their higher selves, to hear the angels, to hear your higher self, to tune into and know what's best for you. When you have a lot of static on your line, that's where Thomas and I come in. Thomas can go in, and he did it for me. Hey, I'm a testimony, and it's brilliant. Within just a matter of minutes, this man had my chakras cleared and humming and energetically. I'm not kidding you. I was spinning for 3 days. It was awesome. So it's about, and then you have to learn the techniques to maintain that. And Thomas is brilliant at teaching that, helping people to get in touch with themselves and what you need specifically, because we can be generic about things, but everybody has their own issue or situation, and Thomas is so keyed into that, and I attribute that to him being a Cancerian. Like nothing gets by him. So don't even try to pull the wool over this man's eyes. Not happening.
Yeah, I can be a little rambunctious sometimes.
But in a good way, okay?
Yeah, in a good way.
In a good way, always. Because it always comes from your heart, darling. I always feel that. And for everybody that's watching live, don't go away. Thomas and I are coming right back, okay? Time flies when we're doing all this divine work here tonight. We'll be right back, so don't go away. Thanks for tuning in. Woohoo! And remember, www.thomassawyer.com.